Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to our show, which is Mommy and the Girls TV, and I'm your host, Judith Wesonger. And on today's show, I want us to discuss about what's happening in Kenya right now. We all know Kenya is not in a good state as we speak because of, poor leadership. As a leader, you need to know that you are the influence. You are the one to give direction to your followers, who are your citizens. You have to give them, offer the services that they need. Okay? But now, because you're going against the rights of the people, now they're trying to defend themselves by using their voices to go out there and spread the word to show that this is not what we want and this is what we want, or rather what we need. But again, as leaders, instead of listening to your people, you kill them, you harm them, you call them criminals, dangerous criminals, when people were just harmless, trying just to raise their voices to defend their rights. Can we just think above our own benefits, and just serve people the way they're supposed to be served? And that's what leadership is all about. You are the influence to lead people to the right direction, direct people on the right path so they can learn something from you. You can influence even the coming generation, right? So today, I want to relate to what's happening right now to the story of Abel and Cain. You see, Cain killed Abel because they took some sacrifices to the altar, and God favored Abel because of his sacrifice that came deep from his heart. And in return, Cain was angry, the way our president is angry because people are speaking up the truth that is being known to the world. So when Cain got angry, Jesus, or rather God, asked Cain, why are you angry? You see, the president was labeling the demonstrations who were just peaceful, defending their rights. The president started labeling them as dangerous criminals. But now God was asking Cain, who is the president, and those police shooting people because they want to please the top leadership. God was asking, or rather God is now asking you, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted, Mr. President? If you are doing what's right, people won't be on the streets. But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must master it. That's the Bible, Genesis 4, verse 6. That's where Cain was angry about Abel being favored. And now, today I just want to talk about accountability based on the same story of Cain and Abel. You see? Yeah, so based on the same story, Cain went ahead and killed Abel. And when God confronted Cain and he was asked where Abel was, he was like, I'm not my brother's keeper. Instead of just owning up the mistake and, surrender and say, actually, what I've done is wrong. The way our president is acting, instead of just saying, actually, we have messed up as a government, and because people have brought their cries, their pleas, let's now work on it and see how we can, build our nation. But instead, you go ahead and even kill your own citizens. And to the police, why do you accept to be used by people to do the wrong thing? Because you also belong to the same economy. You're suffering the way other people are suffering. In fact, these people are fighting for your rights as well. If the nation crashes, the police, where are you going to eat? You're also going to suffer with your family, right? Because this thing is general. It's not favoring anybody. So let's stand up and do the right thing. Let's not please people. Let's not be used to do the wrong thing because you want to please so and so. No, you'd rather be rejected. You'd rather lose your job, right? Better be named, like people to name you names or label you, but at least you're standing for your rights. You're standing to do the right thing, right? Because with your decision of making, doing the right thing or standing for the right thing, you'll come to save another generation. in future or another person because you made the right decision. So when it comes to accountability again, let's read again the story of Cain. The same Genesis 4, but now verse 17, where now Cain was blessed with a son with his wife. The son was called Enoch. And Enoch also was blessed with a son called Irad. Irad was also blessed with a son called Mehujahel or Mehujahel, based on where you come from, because I'm a Kenyan, so I'll say Mehujahel. And in that also process, Mehujahel was also blessed with a son called Medushahel. And also it didn't end there. Fifth generation, Medushahel was blessed with a son called Lamech. Now let's stop there. Lamech is the fifth generation of Cain. And also, remember, Cain killed Abel. It didn't end there. Now, Lamech also married 2 wives. And one day, he came from where he was coming from. Let me say the daily errands. He came back home as the man of the house. He sat down his 2 wives and told them, you know what? I have killed a man. I have killed a man. Can you imagine? So whatever you do right now, it will affect your 5th generation, or rather your kids. The sword you're using to other people, killing people, shedding innocent blood, it will be used to your own kids, your own generation. And it won't end there. See, Lamech has done it. It means it will come back to the other Lamech's generation. So it's a continuous bloodline. You know, it doesn't just bring sense. Let's stand up as people who have brains and reason better than our own benefits. Because I know the government wants to benefit themselves. I've read some of the finance bill. People want to benefit themselves. They want to renovate their houses. They want the cars. But they're not putting in mind the needs of a common citizen who is in a village. They don't even afford food. Can we just reason better as leaders and do the right thing? Even wherever you are. Now, this implies even people in your family, wherever you are, wherever sector you are in. It doesn't mean that you must be working, but wherever you are, capacity that you are in. Let's just portray the best picture so that other generations can also benefit. Because remember, as I said, if you sow evil, you reap evil together with your generation. So why do you want to punish your generation out of your ignorance when you had the brain to do the right thing? Can we think better? Can we think above other things? Let's not be Cains. Let's be Abels. Okay? So the same story just relates to this concept. It's like you have kids. The kids are coming to you as a parent and saying they need food. Instead of offering food, you give them poison. They eat and die, or they drink and die. So what's the benefit of that? Remember, the tears of people, the blood, it won't go in vain. Whoever that is involved, they'll reap it. That's how painful it is. The Bible is very clear. The sword is very hot. You won't like it. So let's do things to others how we want them to be done to us. We're all human beings. We won't live forever. Okay? No one will live forever. So why don't you just do the right thing? Then when your time comes, you go peacefully after impacting generations. And also see, if you do the right things, then your generation will also benefit from the blessings that you have left behind. Can you imagine? But now if you sow evil, you die, you leave your generation reaping the evil that you did. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Don't kill people.